Yes, people. Late night, never a foul, and it has to be the transfers as per usual. Something decides to pop up out of nowhere throughout the day, and I thought, you know what? I don't really want to do a live, but I feel like I have to. Just out of respect to the Liverpool man because they've been starving. Yeah, starving. Sponsor £3 a month for Liverpool so they can go get a signing. You know, not just any sign, an injury-prone one. But yeah, look, I think I can't lie. You know. Also, this just you know what it is until it's happening. This transfer is kind of getting my head hot. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm thinking,
what? I haven't seen how. Honestly, I'm be honest with you guys.
12 million.
Chiesa, I haven't seen. You know how good he was. Like in the Euros, that's the last time I've seen him. Not even this Euros, the last Euros. That's what I'm trying to say to you. 2021 days, I haven't seen him. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Like I haven't seen much of him. He's been injured for a year as well. Like stuff like that, ACL, I think it was. But like honestly, why is he head on? I think it's just a decent player.
You know what it is, yeah. You know what it is for me. I think we're getting to that point where you know, I think it's the Michael Edwards thing. Michael Edwards makes a signing. It's typically a good signing, more time than less. Gets he finds the bargain. That's the bargain.
100% bargain.
People said the same thing about Neto when they went to Chelsea. Injury prone. Why'd you pay so much? But I mean, like, I'm pretty sure Neto's going to perform for Chelsea regardless.
100%.
So when Chiesa goes to a team that's actually good, then that can play some ball the way where it suits a winger to thrive, where he's left. I think Chiesa can play left or right. You know, I think he'd be a good option for you. So there you go, man.
You know, it's money ball settings in our club. That's what it is. That's what it is. We find the bargains. That's what it is. That's what it is. We find those players that Slot can improve on. I think the main problem with our front three would be if Diaz left, and then we needed a bit more fluidity, and then Chiesa could pop in as well, do the thing on the left hand side.
Because £12 million is nothing.
Even like exactly, it's nothing. It's literally I don't understand how other teams never went for him. Like
I think it's the.
You don't understand how nobody went for Chiesa.
Like Arsenal's a wing. I'm confused. Like Arsenal's Arsenal need a winger. Like Arsenal need like something.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. You keep on saying, like, teams need profiles for certain positions, but you need to look at where that team is and what they're trying to do. Chiesa's injury is not a good thing for us, even if we brought him as a backup. If he's injured and Saka is injured, then we're screwed. We're screwed, and we're trying to win a trophy. So you're asking me to take the risk of getting an injury-prone player, even though he might be good, just as a backup. And then if he gets injured, like Timber got injured the whole season, or like Partey got injured, it doesn't make any sense. So you want to eliminate the little other things on the outside. The player might be good. It's the same way you go pay 80 million for Ivan Toney.
I'll give you some stats.
Hold on, because you want a striker, right? But he's 28. He plays one season, 29. The value is Ivan Toney. You cannot sell him for that value anymore. Once you've paid that, he's going to end up staying with you till he's 30-something. You have no option. Like, so if you're going to get a striker, you might as well get one that you know it's going to grow with the team, get one that you're going to have a longevity with, and not just, at the, pick up your prime, but towards the tail end of the pick of your prime. So, yeah, 26, injury prone. If he gets one more injury, he's out till 27. Before you know it, he's 28. You've not spent a lot of money, but it is what it is.
It's not spending a lot of money as well. It's not really a risk. It's not really a risk, as you say.
Yeah.
Like,
but I'm saying it's a risk for Arsenal because of what we're trying to achieve.
Yeah. I understand. I understand that in that situation. Like for us as well, last season, we probably looked at him last season as well. Like last season, he had 33 league appearances. So if we're talking about injury prone, like he's played a lot of games last season. Like he's not been missing. He's not been like out of touch with football completely. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well,
like,
we'll go through.
He's there. So he's about.
Financially, it's no risk financially.
Risk financially.
Yeah, on the ball, that is something
great player. I'd say on the ball. I'd say what I've seen of him at his best, he can be a great player. He can be a great player.
No, he can. I'm not saying he can't. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying, Musa. I'm just saying he was out for a whole season. And that's a risk factor that you can't just overlook. He was out for a whole season at a point in his career, just before this last season. So you want to
an ACL injury. It's like like Van Dijk. It's like Van Dijk having like a ACL. Van Dijk when he had his ACL injury, is that for a whole season?
It's like Timber is back now. Timber is back now. They're taking him out after like 60 minutes because they know that ACL injuries, no matter how much you think you've healed immediately, you just can't put somebody in 90 minutes week in, week out. You're about to cause a problem. He's definitely going to need time as well. So I mean, but he's a good player. I'm not saying he's not good. And there's no financial risk at 12 million. I don't think there's a financial risk at 12 million.
You know what it smells like? Can you smell that, Jimmy? It smells like opium.
No, that's not financial risk.
That's what I'm trying to say. He's
12 million. You need something in it. You need something. It's 26th of August. It's about
but at 12 million, for me, at 12 million though, there's no financial risk.
You know
at
what
12
this
million.
is? You ever go to the club? When you get to the club, you spot that shorty, you like, yo, I'm leaving with her. But then you spot that other chick that playing Z in the corner and say, if I don't leave with her, I'm definitely leaving with her. Into the club, that nice one in the corner, she's gone. That playing Z over there, that's what y'all got. That one
Liverpool fans, exactly. Liverpool fans have been getting at Michael Edwards for not having a plan B, and I'm happy that he's got at least got something. That's what I'm trying to say.
This ain't playing B, bro. This is like playing J.
Nah.
I don't
think it is. I don't think it is. Do you think
Well,
like compare the differences? Last season we had when we didn't find the DM that we needed, like Caicedo, we wanted the Caicedo. We didn't get Caicedo. We got Wataru Endo. Look at the level. Look at the level we got. We got Federico Chiesa when we didn't get Anthony Gordon. So think about it. I'm just trying to say to you, Federico Chiesa is a good player. I'm not gonna say to you. I've seen bad stuff from him. I've not seen bad stuff from Federico Chiesa. I've not heard bad words.
Well, you know what?
Other than injuries.
Ask the doctor if he's seen any bad stuff.
I'm the doctor. I'm allowed to be a doctor. By the way, Joey's gonna be here in the space of like 2 minutes. And I'm pretty sure he's got something to say. Big up Mike's first time on Never a Foul as well. I'm pretty sure some of you are familiar with him. West Ham, very knowledgeable, and apparently he's got an opinion or two. So big up to himself. Well, we can be the doctors on the panel today. Smash the likes if you're a doctor, because the doctor said this. Wow, actually, I've got to go second page. It all started with a muscular problem back in 1819. Then he had abductor pains and ankle problems in 1920. 2021, he suffered his first hamstring injury and also suffered that muscular problem, which turned into an injury. 21-22, muscle fatigue. Muscle fatigue again. Hamstring muscle injury, cruciate ligament tear, kept him out for 45 games, 2/3 of the year.
Sound like a bill of health.
Oh my god, this is the worst part. 22-23, fitness kept him out for 6 games. Fitness, he had a knee problem, muscle fatigue, more muscle fatigue, more knee problems.
He was coming from 256 days off with the ligament tear. So you definitely have fitness issues. You've been 256. What do you expect? Like you're going to be fit as soon as you come from it.
These muscles are getting busted. How fatigued can you get, bro?
No. You've been away for 256 days, though. You've not worked out or done anything.
Are we paying doctor? Are we paying doctor? Am I allowed to play doctor still? No.
Am I allowed?
Anyways, I didn't stop. 22-23, only 2 seasons ago. Tendon irritation. That's where it ended. Anyways, on to the next season. Muscular problems. Jimmy, let me ask you, what injury did he have next? Muscular problems.
Unknown injury.
Yo,
muscular problems.
Muscles.
Listen, man. I've enjoyed Naby Keita. Lad. Like you're not gonna get me with Federico Chiesa here. You're not gonna get me crying about Federico Chiesa's injury problems. Like I've enjoyed this guy falling off freaking bike and him being injured, bro. I've enjoyed worse. Like
He
you know,
got the
yeah,
same
like
muscle strength
Oh,
and
though.
capacity as fucking Stephen Hawking, bro. This dude.
There's no,
By the way,
but there's no
there's
financial
hope.
risk to this. That's the thing. At the end of the day,
No, it's
there's
not.
no
There's
financial risk
hope.
at 12 million.
There's hope though. There is hope.
There's no financial risk to
yes,
12 million.
There is
you know?
hope. Last year he had more knee
100%.
problems and an unknown injury, but the last 2 seasons he didn't start. You know what? He was actually quite available. But the thing is, I don't think it's
Yes.
the case that we saw.
33
years
games, 9 goals, 3 assists. I feel like
For
he's
12 million as a
For
backup.
that price,
For
is
12 million.
that's the price for a player
Yeah,
like that, right?
yeah, for 12, yeah.
No, 9 goals, 3 assists. Listen.
How many goals and assists did Neto have?
Think
How many
about
goals and
Diaz.
assists did Neto have?
Yeah.
We're not
How many
doing
goals
this.
and assists did
Net-
Neto have last
Neto
season? How many
played in
goals?
the Prem.
How many
Oh,
in the
we're not
Prem? How
doing
many
this.
goals and assists did he
We're not
have in the
doing
Prem
this.
last season? How many
Uh,
goals and assists did he have in the
60
Prem
million
last
bucks,
season?
Neto.
How many
How many
games
goals
did
did he
Neto
get?
play
How many
in?
goals
How
did he
many
get?
games did Neto play
We're
in?
not doing this.
So let's
60
get
million
to that,
bucks,
man.
Neto.
For
We're
12
not
million,
calling
for
stat
12 million,
merchant
that's a
bullshit.
bargain.
We're not
For
doing
12,
that.
for 12 million, that's a
Funny.
bargain. Chelsea's
No, it
fans
ain't.
are out here, laughing at
Dio,
Liverpool.
No,
I'm
it's
like,
not.
really?
Dio,
What?
brother,
Come-
brother.
come-
You
For
know,
free.
though,
For
that
free,
this
he's
is
the
not the
bargain.
same player, bro.
He
I'm
ain't
not
for
saying it's the
free.
same, but hear what I said. You weren't here, Joey, earlier. I said it's not a financial risk for them. I said the only thing is we know that there's a bit of talent in the player. Now, whether
Neto's
they can-
injury prone
listen,
too.
now, listen,
Like,
whether,
I'm not
yeah,
doing.
listen,
We're not
but
doing.
listen, no,
But
whether we
know
can
he's
see
not
that or not.
different. That's the difference,
come
bro.
I don't know.
on,
Listen,
We
whether
just
we
watched him
listen,
cook in the last game.
We're
What
not
do you
about
want?
to
hold on,
compare Neto to Chiesa. Hold
Wait,
on,
wait.
Joey. We said the same thing. We said the same thing about Kai Havertz. We said Kai Havertz to finish at Chelsea. Everybody said the same thing.
Whoa,
So let's
But
wait a
wait and
minute.
see.
That's
Let's
Wait a
wait and
minute.
see.
Wait a
You
minute.
bought an injury prone
Wait
player.
a minute. Hold
You're not
up.
the only one. You're not the only one that can
Hold
shout.
up.
Hold up. You two hold up. You two wait. You're not the only one that can shout. Calm down. Relax.
Hold up.
Bring your blood down. Drink coffee. There's caffeine here. Drink coffee. Relax.
Yeah,
You also bought an
coffee's-
injury player
coffee's an upper.
for
I
next
think
to
you got
nothing
the wrong-
for
you got the
expensive
wrong- you got
prices.
the wrong. It's a stimulant. You're
See,
gonna
you
go up with
calm
coffee.
down.
Hold on.
Relax.
Hold on.
You two hold up.
Hold on.
You spend more money on an injury prone player than they did. It's less a financial
don't-
risk for Liverpool
He's
than
a
it is for
better.
Chelsea.
He's a better.
So I don't. I'm not comparing. I am not comparing. I'm saying
Dale's cook.
if
Dale,
Neto,
keep
if
cooking,
Neto is
bro.
out, if Neto is out for 17 games now this season, is that better? At the price you paid for him? At the price you paid for him? If we've seen the injuries before, we've seen him. How many goals did he score last season? How many games did he play last season? I'm not saying he's not better. I'm not arguing about who's better or not. I'm not saying he's not better. I'm not saying he's not better. Neto is a better player. I'm not arguing about who's better or not. I'm saying they're both. I am saying they're both injury prone. They're both injury prone. Yes or no? I'm not comparing whether I said Neto is better. I think remove the wax in your ear. I said better. I said Neto is better. Remove the wax in your ear. I said Neto is better. Neto is better. I agree.
He's way better.
I don't.
Neto in 113 appearances, 11 goals.
Neto is
11
better.
goals. I'm not having smoke.
Neto
Please.
is better.
I-
But Neto is also
I'm not having
injury prone.
smoke.
It's
From
better
guy
injury prone.
that's you bought 60 million pounds to Neto.
Bro,
I
Neto
agree.
is
not having
injury
it.
prone.
I'm not having
you
smoke,
would take Neto in a heartbeat.
I'm not saying I won't take him. Don't get me
113
wrong,
appearances.
Joey.
113 appearances, 11 goals.
I quick one before I have to raise the game in my
This is
mind.
the Premier League.
One sec, Musa,
Yeah.
you're getting
Go on, go.
defensive of a player that hasn't signed for you yet. Get hold that one. Second of all, stop talking over each other. It's actually getting on my nerves. It's funny, but I can't hear myself. Let someone
Yeah.
land. If you
Yeah,
need the
go on.
button, at least let it be one person and not 5 or 2 or 3.
100%.
Thank you.
100%.
Joey, Neto
Dale,
is
come
better.
on.
Joey, hear me out. Neto is better. I agree. I'm not
No,
comparing.
way
I'm not.
better.
Listen, Jimmy, let me land, please. Don't
Way better.
put your words in my mouth. We just said let
Oh,
somebody
come on,
finish,
pause,
and then you can continue
pause,
saying what you want to
pause.
say. That's all we said. So let me finish what I'm saying. Then you can say what you want. Neto is a better player than Chiesa. Finalized. Agreed. I agree with that. I'm not comparing their skill set. I will take Neto over Chiesa. Don't get me wrong, skill set wise. I'm saying both players are injury prone. And because both players are injury prone, for 12 million and the price that you paid for Neto, it's not a financial risk for Liverpool for the price. Now I'm talking price. I'm not talking skill set. So let's stay in the pocket of the conversation
I
and
think
not
this is the
bring up a
difference,
different
though,
thing
right?
entirely.
Here's
That's
the
all I'm
difference
saying.
that you have to. Here's the difference that you have to take into consideration, right? I'm not saying that you're wrong by any means. Okay, I'm not saying you're wrong, and I jumped in late, so I don't know what the whole conversation was. But when you look at what Chiesa is compared to what he was 2 years ago before these injuries, he's not even close to.
He's not even close. Yeah, he's not even close. I'm not comparing that. I'm just saying financial risk. That's all I was talking about.
Yes, okay, and that's fair. But we're also talking about the Salah backup, right? In the end, that's what
he's not a Salah backup. Let's not do that. He's not.
He
He's
is,
not a right
bro.
winger.
Don't
He's
go
not a right winger.
What are you
His
No,
saying,
preferred
bro?
position is on the left. His
He can play
preferred
right.
position
he's
is on.
starting
I
over
agree. He
Diaz.
can. So Diaz can play right
starting
too.
over Diaz.
I've seen Jota play right on the right as well.
So he's
Like
starting
I'm not
over
having
Diaz.
that.
He's
Diaz,
starting
listen.
over Gakpo.
Chiesa is the preferred position. His left is on his left. He's a right-footed player. He
If
likes to
you're
come inside
telling
with his
me
right.
you're
He's a left.
buying
He's on his
Chiesa,
best position
bro,
on the
if
left.
you're telling me you're buying Chiesa as a
Your
starter,
third winger.
as a starter,
You
are
yes.
delusional.
He's not a starter. He's not a starter. I got Diaz and Gakpo.
What are you
Diaz and
doing?
Gakpo.
That's my entire point.
Why is he
He's
coming in
backing
then?
Diaz and Gakpo are good enough
Listen,
to
He's
start.
backing up someone.
No, because it's something different. It's something different. Like we could have bought Anthony Gordon too. I agree. 100. Two players
You
we're looking at
couldn't
was
afford
Anthony Gordon.
He told
Yes.
y'all no.
No, he didn't tell us no. What are you on about? You know, go check your facts. Go check your facts. Come back to me. He didn't tell us no. 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 He's a Liverpool fan. The guy wants to come to us. The guy wants
He
to come to us,
probably
bro.
didn't tell y'all no, but
Bro's
nobody's
talking for us,
going
bro.
in.
Newcastle sold Minte is the only Newcastle sold Minte and they didn't need
You're
to sell
not
him
paying
anymore.
for him.
That's the only reason why.
Quick
Anyway,
one.
like I said,
quick one.
Go on.
Let Joey finish, and then you can rebuttal. Even if it's right or left, the thing is he's coming in as backup for one of the winger spots. Then, if that makes you happy,
Yes.
go on, Joey.
Like for me, this whole thing is like, all right, like congratulations, you guys are getting Chiesa. Like that's more what it is. Like it's almost like a pity clap, bro. Like
It's not
straight
even
up,
that.
I'm not. What
Nobody
for?
cares.
What, bro? You guys had Jamie Carragher coming over here telling us that we have more. All these attackers. I just did the numbers, and you guys with Chiesa, you will have more than us. So,
Bye, Felicia.
wait a second.
Chiesa
Wait a
signing
second here.
is. Like,
Wait a
who?
second. So Darwin Nunez isn't gonna play then? Because where's Gakpo gonna play?
Where's he gonna play? Yeah, let's ask the shit they asked. Where's
wait a
Chiesa
second.
gonna play?
Where are they
Where's he
gonna
gonna play?
He's gonna play right wing,
Okay,
obviously.
okay.
Really?
You are talking to a man. Let's say you are talking. You're saying Jamie Carragher quotes. You're saying Jamie Carragher quotes to me, and you expecting me to rebuttal like me? It's like it's me.
What don't you learn about this? Okay, you are here as a representative.
Yes, I understand.
Okay?
But I'm giving you real stats.
I have to
I'm giving
hold
you real
myself.
things to back up.
So
I'm giving you real stats to back up. I'm saying I'm giving you Neto stats. I'm giving you Chiesa stats. I'm saying wrong with it, and I'm saying wrong with it. I'm saying wrong. I'm saying wrong. That's what I'm saying.
10 times the player.
You can say 10,000. I'm giving you these players. I'm giving you this player.
You're looking at the wrong stats. The whole point. Let's get one thing straight. The type of player Chiesa is like Neto. I think they're similar in terms of they're quite playmakish wingers that can take on a man.
That's what I'm saying. They're talking about how many goals they scored.
If you look at the way, if we witness the way in 2 games of slot ball, I think when Salah's not there, when he's got a bit more of a free run role to cut inside, and you see it against Brentford right yesterday that he's the danger man, and obviously he's making stuff happen. I think we can still see the same stuff. If Diaz was out, who's your playmaking kind of winger really? If you don't have Harvey Elliott over there,
100%.
I would like to think that might be Chiesa that would be doing the Salah stuff, maybe over the left, which gives you a bit more of a direct approach on the right. I think he's a good profile. I'm not gonna lie, his last 2 years of fitness, has improved. It's clear as day. I think, is it fair to say, I think a lot of this is being quite negative on the transfer at the moment because we're criticizing the injury part. But the positive, though, I think there's light to bring to the tunnel on this. Juventus have been a bad side for the last 2 to 3 years. No player has shined at Juventus. I don't know if you agree, Mikes, but
he was also playing in the top front for a while. So alongside
there you go.
In a few games.
Yeah, with Ronaldo as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna act like I've watched them week in, week out. Listen, I don't think it's a terrible signing or anything, but I think, for example, if you guys wanted to sign a winger and you went from like Anthony Gordon, someone who was gonna prove themselves like week in, week out, and appear week in, week out, and you guys thought, okay, Diaz, Nunez, Gakpo alongside aren't really coming in and doing a job, then I'm not sure someone that has had previous problems of being injured, is the right one really. I don't know whether this is the greatest alternative from going from Gordon to Chiesa, really. It's like when you mentioned about the DMs, like last year, you went from pursuing Caicedo and Lavia, and again,
it's not the same.
You go through the back end of the window, and then got a player because you guys need another number.
You guys are going for a cheaper option.
I agree. But I think
not
it's
saying that- I'm
Wataru
not saying
Endo
King's
level. Do you think it's
Endo
Wataru Endo level? That's
No,
what
no, I'm not
I'm trying to
saying
say
it's
to
that
you.
level.
That's not what he's
I'm
saying.
saying
That's not what
I'm
he's
saying
saying.
that
I'm
I'm
asking
saying that
you,
you've
I'm
wasted
asking
all this
you.
time.
Bro.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
asking
I'm
the
saying you've
question.
wasted. Yeah, sorry.
Chiesa
I'm,
has been
you've
good
wasted all this
over
time
3
for the
years,
back
bro.
end of the window to go for your alternative.
You guys are
And I
still
feel like
running
this
up
is a bit more of a panic
2020
action
stats,
rather than you
bro.
thinking it through.
He
In my
hasn't
Yeah,
been good in
yeah.
3
I don't-
years.
You went
I
from
don't think there was
Yara
any
to
Well,
Yuri.
Musa, you understand what he's saying, right? He's saying
Yeah, I
that,
understand what he's saying.
yeah, he's
Let
saying that
him
if
go.
if you're going for a player, right, and the player, you should have a list of your alternatives already. If you have to wait till the back end of the window and then get an alternative like Chiesa, who I think, and I'll still say it again, is not a financial risk for what you're paying for 12 million.
Sure.
It's not a financial risk. And if he's going to give you 10, 11 games a season based on the fact that they say he's injury prone, but you look at his last season where he scored 9 goals and gave a few assists, well, that's something as a backup in the cup games, in the league games. For 12 million, that is something.
Someone said, someone mentioned on the comments. I agree. Let me just mention quickly.
My thing is, I don't think that it's a horrible bargain deal for Liverpool based on what his returns are. Like, it's a different thing if they went in there and paid 35 million. I'd be like, you guys must be crazy. Because why are you paying 35 million for a player who might not even play the whole season? You know, and we're looking at the same thing with other clubs who are paying in the ranks of double that for a player who probably might not play the whole season. There's no difference between him. There's no difference between him injury wise and what's his name?
The funny thing is that
there's no difference between injury wise and Ross James.
Yeah. Can you not hear
the
each
worst
other?
part
Like,
about what
honestly,
he said,
I was gonna go over there.
I know, but
left
Wallahi, on my life, I would on life. Can you not hear each other when I'm hearing free conversations? It's like, who's got the bigger balls? Come on, bro. That's why you just say, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta give it up, man. Just let man finish, and we'll hear your point.
Yeah.
We get it. You're excited. We know it's cool.
Like I said. Someone said in the comments. Like, someone said, what's stopping this from this being Liverpool's Trossard? And I can understand that. I can understand that to a degree. I can understand that. Listen to me. Okay, you're going too crazy. You're going too crazy. He's doing too much. Listen to me. As I said, the guy's cheap. The guy's a good profile. The guy's. Someone said he's a squad filler. Someone said he's a squad filler. I can understand that as well, but I think it's to make our attack more fluid. Because if you put Gakpo in there or Nunes, it's not the same as Diaz, Jota, Salah. It's not the same. Like, the fluidity is missed at a point. Like, the counter attacks are delayed. It's like you need to be better at certain areas when it comes to, like, a player like Nunes and a player like Gakpo are not consistent. I'm being dead serious, especially last season, as you've seen last season. Even Diaz, not consistent. So if you put in at least a player like he's in, like, you have nothing. You have something different to add. It's not the same. It's not something different. Listen to me. It's not. I agree. Did I say? Listen. Is Trossard better than? Is Trossard better than? Listen to me.
He didn't say better.
I didn't say one's better.
Profile. He said
Can
different.
you guys hear me? This is my question. Did I say one's better? No, I
Jimmy just listens to respond. Don't worry.
This guy is a different profile. I said this guy's a different profile. That's all I said.
You just called him Trossard though, but go on, Jimmy.
No, I'm gonna address the Trossard. I'm gonna address the Trossard issue after.
Someone said
I want you to
I can understand that.
I'm gonna address.
Nah, Jimmy, go on, Jimmy.
How the fuck do Chiesa compare to Trossard?
Listen to me.
Trossard came off the bench last year for
Off
Arsenal.
the bench, so Chiesa can come off the bench for Liverpool.
Wait. He respected you to finish. Let Jimmy
Go on.
go.
Let Jimmy go.
Trossard scored 13 goals in the Prem last year off the bench. Before that, he was cooking at Brighton. We all saw it. I wanted Chelsea to get Trossard before I knew who the Mudryk was. And now we're comparing Chiesa to Trossard.
Was Arsenal's first choice Mudryk, by the way? Wasn't Arsenal's first choice Mudryk? That's what I'm just trying to clear up. That's what I'm trying to clear up. Arsenal's first choice was Mudryk.
Bro, can I talk? I don't need you to. I don't need your help.
I'm just trying to clear up that. Arsenal first wanted Mudryk and then went for Trossard. So I'm not having all this talk here. I'm not having all this. Like you're saying,
Guess what?
Musa, here's the thing.
Yeah.
with the Trossard comparison. I think what the person was trying to say, right, is not skill set. He's saying a sub player that comes off the bench that might have some type of impact. Now, Chiesa, is he a sub player that can give? Is he a sub? Let me finish. Is he a sub player that can give you impact? I don't think so. I don't think so. Right? I don't think so. Jimmy, you're not the only one that can shout. Jimmy, be quiet now. Calm down.
Bro, I wasn't done fucking talking, and y'all too hyped.
Because nobody can hear you. You're screaming. You're blasting everybody's ear up. Talk like a normal person.
I wasn't done talking.
Talk like a normal person. Stop shouting. Because I can shout too. You're not the only one that can shout and open eyes. I can open my eyes and shout and do all that nonsense. To calm down.
I wasn't done talking.
Okay, good. So now finish talking. Now finish.
What's up with you, bro? Like, why you keep trying to challenge me? What the fuck is up with you? I wasn't done talking.
Go on, Jimmy.
What's wrong with son? Like, every time I come on here, you try to challenge me. Like, bro, this ain't MMA. I don't want to challenge you, bro.
Yo, Unc Land, son. Land, Unc.
This is what Liverpool buying players does to people, man. This is
Man,
This is what Liverpool buying players does to people.
The difference is,
God.
like, you guys didn't.
In
You guys
what way Chiesa compares to Trossard? Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
Trossard
I'll be
is
honest, I don't know.
the super sub of football right now. Not the Britain. I can't think of a substitute that comes on and does what he does right now. None. I can't think of it. When Trossard comes on every time he comes on the field, I go, oh shit. Oh shit. Chiesa? Bro, when Chelsea was linked with Chiesa the other day, everybody laughed. Everybody. Even Chelsea fans, we all said, hell no.
I didn't
Now
know you linked him.
Liverpool is about to sign Chiesa. All this revisionist garbage. Or he scored 9 goals in Italy as a starter. Do you know what that translates to in the Prem? No goals.
Jimmy, can I put out there though? Do you think there's a bit of stuff with, like, do you reckon the system comes into it when Chiesa was out there playing with Allegri and the two up front? Do you think that comes
They
into it as
make
well?
every excuse
Bro, Allegri
for
is
why
a sucking manager
Juventus
as well.
players were crap. Look, I hear that about
Scoring 9
Goyevic
goals, Allegri
and
team.
all the rest of them
Fair
dudes.
enough.
Why nobody can't score in Juventus? Why? Why always somebody thought that somebody can't score in Juventus? Is there a rule in Juventus, don't kick the ball at the net? If y'all tell me the coach say, don't kick the ball in the net, okay. I'll say it's the coach. Other than that, I don't know what we're talking about.
Can I get tagged in quick?
Everybody at Juventus who don't play well, y'all say it's the coach.
Well, I like to say, you know, like the way Arsenal fans got gas of Marino and acted like they watched him at Sociedad, but they actually saw him in the Euros. The same way Chiesa in his games where he played for Italy had some good games. I would say he was definitely their threat, even though they had nothing going for them up front in Scamacca. I think he's got something. I think, like, if we're being honest, I think coaches definitely make the fight in with some players in it. Allegri is a fucking dinosaur. He suffocates every bit of joy you have in watching good football.
And with Chiesa, though, specifically.
And by the way, same Juventus team have kind of just scored 6 goals in 2 games under Motta.
Yeah, but they've replaced a lot of players. But like that's
true.
With Chiesa, though, for me, it's the, like, he played with such explosion in the Euros 2020 that explosion now when you watch it, it's gone. So it's like he's not the same player. In my opinion.
I agree on that part. That's lost that little bit.
Washed out, bro.
But
like,
12 million.
Unfortunate because he was really good.
When her career over.
He was really good.
That's the problem as well. Like, you know, in between Sorry, you know, like in between the periods of you going for Anthony Gordon and then you now again Chiesa, there was a big gap in between of, okay, we can't get Anthony Gordon anymore. Who do we go for? And now all of a sudden we're on the 26th of August. We're near deadline day almost, like nearly just under a week away. And suddenly Liverpool are linked to Chiesa. Was there not any other alternatives in between where you thought, okay, this is a good idea. We need to start at this position, etc. If you think like he's going to play off the left, etc. Like, would Liverpool have gone for Neto? Do you think
It
you
just
guys need
seems
that
like there's
type of
not
profile?
more than one
Like,
target.
Neto was
Right?
there.
Like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
not more
literally.
than one target. It's like they got
like-
a target for one thing, and if they don't get that target,
Yeah,
it's
it feels
emergency.
opportunistic.
They hit
Yeah,
the
it is
emergency.
opportunity.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it is opportunistic. I think it is.
Like,
Yeah.
that's what it feels like.
But it feels
Yeah.
like Man United. It feels like Man United a little bit. You can only go for your opportunities this window because your long-term targets are not exactly available until maybe next year. I think they got.
I can
I
understand
think
that.
Chiesa is not no Salah replacement. Let's get one thing straight. Gordon is going to be the
100%.
guy because Diaz will probably leave next season as well. I reckon he's the long-term replacement on that left. I reckon they're also going to try go get Kudus when Salah leaves next year because he's another one of their long-term targets. This is what this is.
Yaris, bro.
I think it's kind of obvious at this
the only
part.
thing for me, Cass, is let's not hype the signing, right? The signing is
No one's
what
hyping it, but it's 12 million.
I'm
It's
not
a
gonna.
Toyota.
I've never once said he's an
brilliant
incredible
business
player.
or any of this
I never
He's
said
a
it once.
Toyota.
You're getting the
Yeah.
player for what he's worth,
He's-
in my opinion.
Yes,
You left
yeah.
you left the Lamborghini lot.
I
and
think
you
you might.
went
I
and
think
got-
you
got
might.
a Toyota.
I think you, as a Liverpool player, we might
You
get
went
more
from
than what he's
Yaris
worth.
to
I think.
Yaris, bro.
Listen,
Go on, mister.
I think we might get more money than what he's worth. I think we can get like. I think we'll come back to this in a year from now and think, 15 million is nothing for this guy. Wow, this guy's a good player. This guy's a good player. You know what I mean? Like like 15 million. Think about what 15 million gets in today's market. Like you know what I mean? Like look at the players. Look at the players in today's market that's worth 15 million. And then you look at Chiesa, and then look at Chiesa.
He's one of
like,
them.
what's he
He's
doing?
a
15 million.
Well,
Then
to be fair,
you're gonna come back and this. You're gonna come back to this in a year thinking, Chiesa, 15 million. What was he doing there?
well, getting rid of Fabio Carvalho for the price. I'm not being funny. Getting rid of Fabio Carvalho for the price they did to get Chiesa in, who they wanted this round roughly the same price, 25 million, for now 12, 13 million. It's actually kind of for me.
We sold
it's
Van
a
den
good
Berg
opportunity.
for more than.
Would you argue that Liverpool just better at selling?
I just think it's. I think
that's
it's
incredible.
It's
is that not incredible business? Is that not
incredible.
good business?
It's not incredible, bro. You just gotta see it.
You're gonna come back.
You don't just argue that Liverpool. You're just better at selling.
You're gonna come back to this and say it's good business.
I don't think it's a bad signing either, though. I don't. That's the thing. It's because I know that Salah's going to play most of the games, and I do think he's going to right wing back up. Like I don't know where you're getting left wing. You guys got 4 left wingers over there. It doesn't make any sense. Like four left wingers over there, you can play 4 guys that can play a left wing over there. Like you're going to not play him on the right when you don't have a guy that can back up Salah at all. Doesn't make no sense. So I 100% agree. You know, like to me,
Joey, I have a question. Do you think that systems, a solid system, can actually, regardless of how washed we think a player is, do you think that a solid system in a club, well done with a good manager, the system is solid enough, the player can actually thrive and just look good because the team around him is solid enough? Because we've seen. So yeah, I know because I've seen players who you would say, oh, you know what, playing for this club, maybe because not that the club is terrible, the club doesn't suit you. Just everything that happened to you at that club, the injury, the not being able to play, coming back, the new manager, it's just like you just don't connect with the club anymore. So you just are not yourself. Right. But then you move to another club, regardless of what people have said, and you get this shine because there is talent. We know Chiesa has talent. I am not saying he's going to come and shine. No. But I'm saying the fact that we saw what he did in the previous Euros, and we can see that the drop-off is massive. Right. And they're paying 12 million, which I think is what he's worth right now because of the drop-off. I totally agree with that. Is if he comes to a club like Liverpool, where Arne Slot looks like Slot has them playing some good football, do you think that objectively, football-wise, that Chiesa somehow, if Arne Slot uses him well, can actually play to it, can just be slightly better, not get back to what he was, but better and do what he needs to do, like do the job?
I guess there's 2 ways to it, right? There's 2 sides to it, in my opinion, right?
What does that do for Liverpool?
Right, but there's 2 sides to it, though, right? I don't know if you can truly say that Chiesa's game is based off of intelligence. Okay, that's the first thing. All right. The second thing is his take on ability has dropped so far from where it was that's where I see him struggling the most. Is when he's one-on-one with some of these fullbacks.
He ain't running by nobody in the Prem, bro.
He's not getting by anybody.
And that's why I said in a new. That's why the question was in a new system, right?
Right, but even in this system, right?
Because I'll give you a typical example, right? and I keep using Kai Havertz because I didn't want him. I did not want him. Look, I'm saying it now. Let everybody hear it. When we bought him, was literally gritting my teeth and cursing. Like literally, like I was not just cursing him, I was cursing your club. I was like, you guys have duped us. That's exactly how I felt. I was like, oh my God. Like whoever approved this buy, they should fire all of them in Arsenal. Every single one of them. And honestly, if I knew where they lived, I'll go whoop them in their house with a belt. Like that's how I felt. That's how pained I was. Like I was that pained. I'm serious. But guess what? I'm not saying Kai Havertz has gotten back to what he was in Bayern Leverkusen, no. But for some random reason, in a system that carries his faults and allows his strengths to shine, he kind of looks good. And I had to swallow my pride at the end of the season and say, well, I don't know nothing about coaching. I don't know nothing about systems. I just know that I'm a fan who wants his team to win. So what I'm saying is, in that same light, do you think that if Chiesa's weaknesses, which you said is, like you said, he can't take on anybody, he can't run, but then they use him in a different way with maybe his passing skills or anything else that he's capable of doing?
Like I said,
with the manager, what do you think?
Even then,
wait,
I don't think even then he'll be like clear.
I'm asking the question. Hold on, wait. I'm talking a minute. What system? What have we seen about Liverpool so far where you put Chiesa, who can't beat a man in fucking Italy, is going to come in England and beat defenders?
The new Liverpool system is a lot more controlled press. So it's not like the Klopp one. It's not like the Klopp one that is mad. So
what does he do in Liverpool? What does he do in Liverpool?
I'm not the manager. I'm not the manager. I'm just asking the question. I'm not the manager.
He beats players with speed and pace off the right wing.
Also
Can
intelligent.
Chiesa do that?
Yeah, but I think it's more like
Also,
position.
wait,
I think
Luis Diaz
That's
beats
the thing.
people with speed and pace. Gakpo beats people with every fucking winger Liverpool has speed and pace. Nunes, all of them, all these fucking guys are fast.
So are we gonna come back to? Are we gonna say?
By the way,
Chiesa has no pace.
one thing I'm gonna say about one sec. First and foremost, when you talk about Chiesa, let's get one thing straight. If I caught Juventus, you can go whether he played up front or off the right or off the left.
Yeah,
the guy can take on a man, and he's definitely beaten most. But actually, he's very much in the green. You know what? We actually done a FB ref thing as well beforehand, just to because when Chiesa was linked to Liverpool beforehand, me and Mons decided to go through it because I was cussing them out a little bit too. But when I have watched him in the Euros, he was definitely taking on a man. And one thing that he's 100%. Really good at is his progressive passing. Let's get one thing straight. He always looks forward. Something in the Klopp system that he likes with his wingers is passing direct and forward.
Klopp.
No, sorry, slot. I'm getting them mixed up. Slot system. He likes players. We saw against Brentford. You know that I think it was their first goal. Or was it the second? One of the goals was just quick, progressive, and direct.
Second goal, Diaz winning the ball. Play the ball to Salah. That's what I'm trying to say. Straight looking forwards. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
Do you think that the best we see
if Diaz doesn't get it, if Diaz,
you know, but the thing is, you know what he's good at? Like Luis Diaz, he's very good at carrying the ball. Like that's one of his main strengths. And the only thing I'm going to say that I don't know in the slot system that I know is that the players work very hard. Chiesa and working hard, I don't know. His knee might blow.
You see if Chiesa,
and that's why he's back up now. That's why he's back up. He's not going to be used regularly.
Yeah. Unless he warrants a place, maybe. He might warrant a place.
If Chiesa's hypothetically signed like for the left wing, do you think it's a terrific upgrade on what you have with Diaz, Nunes, and
No, I think it's an addition. I think it's just an addition. I think it's just.
I don't think you guys need additions. I think you guys need an upgrade.
We're not slot. I'm gonna be real with you. Gordon's not much of an upgrade from Diaz either. It's not much of an upgrade from Diaz. I'm just.
I think right now it is.
I think right now it is.
I'm being serious.
Who was the best left wing in the Prem last year?
Gordon was not the best left winger in the Premier last season. No way. Are we starving for left wingers?
Wait. Go on.
Are we starving for left wingers in the Premier League?
Yeah, we are.
Names.
I actually can't think of players on the spot. I'm saying.
Wait. How about this? Wait, one sec. We'll give you
comments.
No, wait. We'll give you 30 seconds.
I want to hear something.
Let me talk.
Gordon was the best left wing.
Wait. We'll give you Musa. We'll give you 30 seconds. Think.
bro.
Gordon's
you
not.
wasting
I
your
can't.
time.
No,
Are we
deep it,
starving?
deep it.
We must be starving. We must be
was
starving
Gordon.
for
It was
talent.
Gordon.
Bro,
It was
it was
Gordon.
Gordon.
Trust
We
me.
must be
A lot of
Nobody
people
was
have to win their
giving
team of the
Kenny
season for a
props.
reason, bro.
Gordon was a beast last year, bro. He
Listen,
was the best coming off the left
There's a
wing.
reason why.
Oh,
There's
was
a
it-
reason why you guys want him. Like, what are you
What are
talking
we
about?
listen, I agree with you.
There's
I
a
never said
reason
he's
why
a
you
bad
want him.
player. I never said he's a bad player.
He was
I
the
just
best
said
left
Gordon's.
winger.
I said Gordon's not much of an upgrade from Diaz. I never said he was an upgrade. I said the words that he wasn't that much of an upgrade.
He is dog shit.
I'm not saying.
He is
Listen to me.
He'd be way more of a goal
What?
threat if you're looking for like even just purely from a goal and assist point of view. I think he's way
Bro,
more of a goal threat.
it's not, you acting like I'm saying things that are crazy. It's not wild. It's not.
Yo,
It's
I'm
wild,
telling
bro.
you right now, bro.
These
I'm
are
telling
wild
you right now.
statements.
Yo,
I'm
Musa,
comparing Gordon and
Bro,
Diaz.
You
It's not
said,
wild
hold
statements.
on, bro.
That right now are cooking you. I don't know if you're looking at the
It's
chat.
not wild statements,
Gordon-
lad.
Gordon was
Like,
so much better than Diaz last
Yo,
year.
put
It
up,
doesn't
put
even
up,
make
I'm here-
sense.
yo, pass,
Yeah,
pass.
and also
I'm hearing Trossard. I'm hearing Trossard. And I'm hearing. I don't know
What's
why.
that, mate?
someone said
What's that? What's
People
that?
already said
Diaz.
Trossard, bro.
Diaz.
I saw a Rashford.
He'll get-
That's
he'll-
right.
Yeah, he saw they're taking a piss.
Yo,
Yeah, I
you,
saw a
you,
Rashford, and that's
hey,
right.
you,
Yeah.
you
Without
virgins
children.
who still piss
But I
on the
didn't
side
say
of the
anything.
toilet when you wake up in the morning. Stop putting stats. Nobody don't care about stats. You need to watch the games.
Thank you.
Don't be talking about,
Thank you.
oh, him and Diaz had the same GA.
I watched
So
Gordon.
what?
I've acted like I haven't watched
I'm not
Newcastle
talking
play
to you.
football.
I'm not talking to
sorry,
you.
sorry. Go
I'm
on,
not
go on,
talking
go
to
on.
you.
Sorry, my
Nobody
bad.
cares about GNA
My
when
bad.
you watch the game. According to GNA, Bruno is 2 times the player Zinedine Zidane is. So stop bringing up GNA.
Also,
Watch
like,
the game. It's
But that
how
means
you affect the
Diaz
game.
lost.
I think you're more
Any-
likely to be dangerous on big chances anyway when Gordon's attacking your defense rather than Luis Diaz anyway. I feel like, especially with his end product is severely improved.
Gordon's not.
I feel like
I like Gordon. I like Gordon. I thought he
yeah,
should have been
yeah,
starting for
but-
England. I thought he should have been starting for England.
Bro,
I'm saying.
bro,
I think
here's
he's a
the
great.
one thing
I
that
think.
you have
I
to
think Gordon's a
understand.
good. I think Gordon's a good player. I said he was. I never said he wasn't an upgrade. I just said he wasn't
Much
that
better
much
than
of an upgrade.
Diaz, bro.
I
I
think
wouldn't
that's
say
what we
he's
just
that
preached,
much
though.
of an upgrade. I
And
think
why
people
is
are
your
people are
club
going
trying to
crazy.
get him if he's not that
Listen,
much?
I never
of
said
an
once
upgrade,
he's.
bro?
I never
That's
said
the
once he's
upgrade.
a bad
Right
player.
now, yes, he is,
I
bro.
just said to you.
Maybe
I just said to you.
maybe
I
because
like-
there's
I
not
like
many.
Diaz,
Maybe
but
because
I'm
there's not
taking
maybe
Gordon
because there's
way
not
over
many
him.
left wingers out there in the market as well. You know,
Yes,
let's be realistic
there's not
about
many
it.
left wingers in the
Well,
market. There's not many
actually,
wingers
this
at
is
all.
Like,
what
That's
is
what
it?
scouts are for, though. That's what scouts are for. Like,
Look, I hear
Great
you. Anthony
segment.
Gordon is Anthony Gordon is prem proven, which is a good thing. Scouts are great, but you also want to look at your position in the league and say to yourself,
Prem proven. I like those
I'm
kind of players.
Liverpool. If I'm going to
100%.
challenge, I want somebody who's been here, who's done it, and who's probably been one of the best. A Mitoma, a Gordon, these are guys that you can, if you put them in your team, probably because they have better end product than Diaz. I would say they're better than Diaz. But if you say on dribbling skills, taking your man on, I don't really see a big difference between them. I just see end product finish is what Gordon has that Diaz doesn't have, you know. And yeah, that would be an upgrade because he would give you the goals instead of missing those chances.
Also, I think
I
Gordon is
understand- I
better
can
than go around
understand
the
that.
outside as well. Like,
Yeah.
if, in terms of like Luis Diaz, you're expecting him to do well when he cuts in, like sometimes anyway. But even then, it's a bit iffy. But with
It's a
Gordon,
bit-
you go around
you know-
inside and the outside, you're giving defenders more things to think about, in my opinion, especially 1v1 situations, bro.
Yeah.
So-
By the way, Leon says LFC fan here. The LFC fan has no clue at all.
Bro, I'm honestly, innit? If I speak, it feels like I get overrun by floods. Honestly, I'm getting flooded. I'm getting flooded. But anyway, as I said,
Mike is not a fan of well, there's about 3 American guys here, so there you go. If you want to count that.
Just
well,
Chiesa got people.
there's an
I think
American citizen
Chiesa
down below, though.
got people around, bro.
And big up
What are we
Andre,
doing
man,
here,
for the big up
What are
Andre
we
for the
doing
super
here?
sticker. But talking of left wingers in the
I
market
didn't know
is
that was America.
well, yeah.
Didn't know.
Liverpool going for Chiesa, and this dude in here trying to hyper.
How did you guys? How has he got you rattled like that though? How has Chiesa got you rattled like that though? It's Chiesa. It's a 13 million pound player. It's a 13 million pound player. How has he got you rattled like that?
Anyways, talking on left wingers though, on the market, Sancho Sterling swap looks like it could be a thing. I'm just gonna ask Joey and I would like to ask Jimmy, how much money are you paying me on top of Sterling?
You ain't getting $1. You gonna take
Who said-
this trash. You gonna take this garbage and be happy with it. and we're gonna take this. We're gonna take our chances with the young blood. Bring him back to London. He can hang with the mans there. You know what I mean?
You must have the man.
And we work with that. And they both gonna take wage cuts. We know that.
I'm telling you now.
Paying that.
I'm telling you now, yeah, with Sancho, put him in the environment in London, it's finished.
Nah, listen.
Finished. It's just like Sterling. It's all about the environment.
They're gonna be all right.
Copium is hitting hard right now, man. People need to understand this guy likes to get up to no good, just like the rest of the
guy's having trouble in Manchester, bro. You think he's gonna go up to some crazy nonsense of the
what is he doing in Manchester?
I think both players would take pay cuts if they really had to.
They have to.
Both of them. And I think they both have to take at least half. If they're gonna get paid off, it doesn't matter anyways, because that's the way the contracts work and whatever.
Yeah, they'll get paid.
I might be the only one that actually believes in Sterling. I actually think he's a good player, and you know what it is? You know what I like about players, yeah, is when they know they got a point to prove again. When they're hungry and they're in a better, and the environment's a little bit different to what they shouldn't be around. Everyone, I think even City, even Stapp said when he got sold to Chelsea 2 seasons ago, it's like he knew putting him back in the environment in London is not going to do him any good, and putting him on a big packet was never going to do him good either. And I think Chelsea fans secretly knew slightly, but he hasn't hit the heights at Chelsea.
You know shit. I wish I did know.
But I'm not gonna lie. I would like Sterling, because people think he's predominantly a left winger. I like him on the right too. The one thing I like at Man United is back post runners. We don't have one. They all stay still. It's fucking shit. I don't mind it if it's a short-term thing. Look, the thing is, I like Sancho as a player personally. As a Man United fan, I think he should be given a chance if other shitters are given chances. But the thing is, if you can't even get him gone to anywhere else, then he's surplus the requirements. Go get me a player that can do me a little something. But I tell you for free, if you're gonna go for the younger, more talented winger, then you're giving me money on top of Sterling.
That's why I'm okay with the swap, because we're getting the younger, talented who might get that change of scenery and get that boost. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with it. I have no problem with this.
But I just want to know how much you want to give on top.
We're not giving. If they pay anything for him, then it's a non-starter. It should just be an even swap. Matter of fact, no, you know what? We'll give y'all Chilwell too. Yeah,
no, we don't. We already said that we don't want him. We already said we don't want him. I said though, I would take Chalobah and Sterling for Sancho. I like Chalobah.
Chalobah wants to be a model. I don't think he wants to leave London because, bro, I've never seen a person who our fan base claim is so great, which I think he's an okay footballer. And he's waiting for a Champions League team, and like, when the fuck did he earn that? He didn't. Yeah. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
To me, if I was Chalobah's dad, I would go there, put a little water in the palm of my hand, just a little dab of water, so it don't leave a mark when I cuff him across his face. Because there's no way this club keeps telling you we don't want you. You're 24, 25 years old. Go and live life now.
Chalobah's a good player.
Circle back and come back to England.
How about this?
He needs to go find first team football somewhere.
Yeah,
he just needs first team football at this point. It's like when Smith Rowe moved to Fulham. You see, like when Smith Rowe swallowed his pride and left went to Fulham.
My bad. I hear you.
Sorry, like when Smith Rowe swallowed his pride and went to Fulham, he actually, funny enough, when we approached him in January and he thought, no, I'm going to stay at Arsenal. And he rejected us, but he actually went to Fulham because he knows he's going to try and get his career back on track by taking that step down, because he's capable of it and is capable of his own ability to make that step back up. Chalobah needs to do the exact same thing. Us and Palace are all interested in him.
Yeah, so Chalobah keeps saying he's betting on himself, but you betting on yourself to stay in your comfort zone. If you really betting on yourself, you will go to a team who wants you.
Do you know what's kind of disgusting though? That means Sterling would be like Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, then Man United.
Not many players.
You are a J-bag.
He's a big slag.
That's what I was saying. How have you been at Liverpool, Man United, and Man City? Like even like that is you're not rated anywhere. You're not rated.
That's also saying I don't play for small clubs, so
yeah, true.
yeah, I ain't go to
But
say what.
journeyman, nah, journeyman's worse. Like I've seen worse players.
Nah,
Like,
but that's
if
not
you're
really a
talking about-
I see worse
journeyman.
journeyman.
Nah, that's a
Crouch.
mercenary.
He killed
That's
in
a
Liverpool.
Nah,
mercenary.
I
He
was
filled
just
up
reading
his
comments.
TV in Man City,
Yeah.
filled it up.
Mm.
Chelsea didn't work out, and then you can go somewhere else.
And
Raheem
Anelka
Sterling
is
has nothing else
the last player that
to
went to
prove
That's a
City,
great
Liverpool,
CV,
Chelsea.
man. That's a-
Yeah, he has
Arsenal,
nothing
not
else
even,
to prove. Yeah, he
United,
has
bro.
nothing else to prove in football.
I think he's just got to prove it to himself that he's good enough to play for a top club again.
I
I
got an
reckon.
idea
I
for
reckon.
you.
Well,
I
Raheem
just,
get back on the national team. That's
I
what
got a feeling
Yeah.
that just I believe both of them are going to be dry loans. Simple, easy.
so? Just
Yeah,
dry loan
dry loans. You're both on the same wage packet. You're getting paid anyways. Unless
I
it goes,
think
unless it's Juve, then you're gonna.
That's-
Juve's got the
I
legs,
think
but I
that
can't.
I think that there's a chance that there's an obligation at the end of both of them, though.
But that's what I'm saying. You lot got to give us money on top of that for Sancho. He's got a bigger he's got more. He's got. Yes, he is. He's younger, and I think he's got more years on his contract.
He's definitely
I
worth
think-
more. He's definitely worth more
Yeah.
than Sterling. I'll
But
give
Man
you that.
United, if you Man United,
But it
now
won't be
have
more than
we,
like
we,
10
bro,
million,
we
bro,
played
I'm
hardball
telling
this in this
You
summer.
won't
We
give
made
more
100
than
million in sales this summer, bro. Like the thing is with Sancho,
Whatever we
going,
get from Gahey is what you'll get for Sancho. That's
14
about
million. We get 14 million from Gahey.
it. And that's what you'll get for Sancho.
14 and what? And Sterling?
And
No, I need
Sterling.
20.
If he go for
That's not
70,
bad.
like they
I'll
say,
take that.
we get 14.
Nah, I think because right
Whatever
now
we get for
because
Gahey, that's what you'll get for Sterling. That's
Sterling
about
is
it.
a definite want away. Like Sancho hasn't openly put in a transfer request or been abandoned or banished or whatever as of yet. I would think that the valuation of Sterling's gone down that little bit. We value Sterling at 40 million. So I reckon you lot would value Sterling. You'd get rid of him even if you got a 20 million bid for him at this moment of time. So I
Not
reckon.
20. No, I would say.
Did you say
half.
Sterling's
25?
40 million?
I
Did
think
you say
at
Sterling's
30
40
million,
million?
we would get rid of
So
him.
I just think 15 million. I think 15, 20 million on that edge plus Sterling for Sancho. Yeah, bro,
Nah,
take
that's too
that.
much.
Take
Yeah,
that.
that's
Take
too
that.
I'm telling you, it's not going to be more than 15 million if it
Yeah,
is.
If
coming.
not-
I don't
You know
see
what
us-
it is? I want
I just don't even see us
I
doing
want
it.
my
to be honest.
money for Tony. I want my money for Tony, bro. Because if you're gonna tell me I'm getting Sterling and you're gonna give me Ivan Tony, on my life I will scream.
That's fine.
I will scream.
You ain't getting Tony, though.
He didn't go with the
Right.
Yeah, if the whole idea, if Sancho's to go to Juventus, our next target is not another winger, it's Tony.
But
Is that reliable?
Tony
Yeah?
don't want to go this out.
It's already come out from Laurie Whitwell and time ago. Like he's the target since he's
fair.
not going to Saudi anymore.
Oh, so Tony's not
Three
going to
strikers,
Saudi.
It looks like he's not going no more, bro.
Oh shit.
Well, Victor's not going to Saudi either, so
I have a
That's
weird
an
feeling
interesting
Tony
one.
might go on a free, you know. I feel like Brentford might have fumbled that. Not gonna lie. I think
Nah,
Tony might go
I
on a
can't
free.
see Brentford not making $1 from him. This would be
Yeah.
the worst thing they
Yeah,
ever
but-
did in their life.
I think they priced themselves out of it. I think they fucked it up. I'm not gonna lie. I think
last season,
I think
last season he
clubs
should have went
know
from yeah.
Clubs
Last
know
I
season he
just
went
that
don't
from
he's
16
understand
to
gonna
20
the
million.
thought process behind it though. Like, why are you know that he wants like about 200 bags, like from anybody, wherever he goes, he's gonna want 200 bags. Like,
Yep.
if you're Brentford and you have 1 year left on your contract, how are you gonna ask for 60? Like, it's like how many teams are gonna make that mistake over and over and over?
Wait,
again?
hold on. Wait, Ivan Tony's apparently allegedly on about 36 grand per week. He ain't getting
Yeah.
200 reps. No way.
what he
I think he's
wants,
trying
what
to
I
get.
want
think.
a big
Yeah,
player
yeah,
for someone
yeah,
new.
yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's too
Nketiah
much
gets
of a
paid
jump.
100k a week. I think he's
Yeah,
trying to
getting
get something.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
he
he
wants
No,
something.
he wants around
Yeah, but that's
200
because
bags.
Yo, Joey, it's not happening, Joey. It's not happening.
Yeah, 100k plus
That's what I
bonuses.
think. That's what I think has been the holdup this entire
Nah,
time.
but it's not happening. At his age, yeah.
I
it's
know
not
that.
happening.
I
Too much
know
of a
that.
jump.
Joey, that's not
why I
that's
think
not
this
being.
deal
I don't
hasn't
think
happened.
that's not being the hold up.
Isn't this gonna be
Tony
Tony's
has-
last
it-
contract?
it-
Last big
yes,
contract
it's
anyway.
not
Last
happening.
big contract.
Nobody's gonna pay him.
But
Why?
that's
Nah,
the
it
whole
might
thing.
not. I reckon.
It is the hold up. It is the hold up.
I don't
He
reckon
thinks
this.
it's the last deal, right? He thinks it's
Who
the last.
you talking about? Tony to
right?
who? Tony to who, by the way?
Man, even if it's Man U, I think
Oh, go
even
on.
at Saudi, but like regardless, I think that the reason why he hasn't moved to any of these clubs is because he wants a wage packet. I can't find another reason.
100%, I agree.
But that's the thing, Joey. It's
I
not
don't
being him
find
though.
another reason
Joey,
why
Joey,
anybody else
Joey,
hasn't
Joey.
picked up this
It's
guy.
not Joey. It's not
Makes no
Joey. I don't
sense.
think it's Joey. Here's the thing, though. You have to think about it this way. All the top big six clubs right now, except Man United might go for him if they get rid of Jadon Sancho. They've had to wait this long up until this point. Nobody wants to touch this guy with a 10-foot pole, not because of a wage packet, because of something else. Ask yourself, a player like him, with the caliber of what he can do, why no team that needs a top striker has gone for him. Because if you look at exactly what he did when he came back from his ban last season, he didn't look the Tony that he was before the ban, which is understandable because hey, you've been out for a while, you're just back, you need games to pick up and all that. There was a lot of noise about people ready to pay 80, 70 million for him at the beginning of the transfer window. And it all went dead because guess what? Agents are talking to clubs are talking to his agents, and it might not even be salary. The fact that clubs didn't even go club to club to negotiate down.
I thought West Ham might have got him instead of getting full.
Yeah,
I thought that might have been a good move.
Yeah, I think there's something about Tony that nobody's.
I thought Tony to West Ham was like.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because the main ITKs in West Ham, like the top reliable ones, were like West Ham might have a chance because all the big six clubs that were interested.
Oh, so there might be a chance in going to.
Well, no, there used to be a chance before we went for full,
probably,
but because and the reason why we thought there was a chance was because all the big six clubs dropped their interest because of the wage package. That's what they said.
That's what I heard. It was the wage package.
Yeah,
he wanted like a ridiculous payout.
1 year left. He's on 1 year left. He's going to ask for a way bigger wage.
Well, he's going to have to wait. So Brentford are going to have to accept less money, and he's going to have to accept a less wage packet, otherwise you're staying at Brentford. The thing is, he can do that all he wants, but at the end of the day, the big clubs are going to get what they want if you want to sign. Like, you got to go on the package that they want to put you on, and also you're going to want to go. You're not going to want to stay somewhere where they don't want you.
I mean, bro, he has the thing is he's also a PR nightmare. Like it's
really.
bro. As much as you don't want
exaggerated.
Yeah.
I think it's over exaggerated. Not gonna lie.
Nobody don't really talk about that gambling shit.
But right now, but the thing is,
I don't think it is, man.
I think that's bigger than it looks because I feel like Paqueta would have moved if that wasn't a bigger thing.
I don't think you can really call gambling. I don't think the gambling should be a thing, man. Everyone like gambling's one. It's not like he cheated or punched up, man, like Greenwood did. So it's like that's soft.
Yeah. He's not like no social.
Yeah, but you have to realize, Kaz, you have to realize it's not about if you're a business and somebody that works for you goes and does that. It's not about, we know it's not a big deal. It's about how the media is going to spin the story about your club. It's about how the appearance of the club is everywhere else in front of other people. At the end of the day, you want to mitigate all that type of drama and communication outwardly. Okay, for example, I'll give you an example.
I do agree.
This is not a dig. This is not a dig at Chelsea, but with Endo Fernandez doing that video, he was not the only one in the video, but everybody picked on him as though it was only Chelsea that had a problem. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't want those kind of little nonsense digs that because of your stupid action. So,
I agree. Even at the Euros, the guy. Even at the Euros, he done well. He done well in the Euros, so it's like.
And he done that funny video.
It'll go away. It'll go. I think. It will go away. Like,
but it needs time. It needs time for it to blow over. And the problem is,
I'm not gonna lie, man. I need a striker with the ego, bro. I need a striker with the ego. Like,
no. Ego is one thing. Look, ego is one thing. Ego is one thing. Ego is one thing. Bad press is another thing. There's two different things. You can have ego. I mean, we've seen players with massive egos in the Prem come through the Prem and didn't have any bad press, but they've got ego.
But nobody's
you see outside of his gambling stuff. See outside of his gambling stuff that it's a bit over exaggerated the bad press on Ivan Toney though. Like, he's got that right on the pitch ego where you'd want it on the pitch. I think his on the pitch ego weighs out his off the pitch ego. Because I think it's very over exaggerated.
I wouldn't put too much into it, right? Like, I wouldn't put too much into the whole gambling thing. I just wonder if teams look at it as like part of the package, right? Not necessarily as something that is like a big key point, but part of the whole entire situation with the wages and how he played at the end of last year. I think it's like a combination of maybe all of it in the end.
I think,
like,
bro was on under less than 40 grand a week at Brentford and gambling. So you now want to call 200 from my own club. God knows what kind of gambling you're about to do now that you're earning 200 grand a week. Like, ain't nobody got time to take that risk.
I think I don't think that's the case. I think teams will be looking at him. He's being watched. They'll be dumb. That's just a shot in the foot, really. I don't know, man. Maybe the interview stuff.
They played a long game.
I think clubs will go in for Tony. Someone's going in for Tony this week. I mean, 100% they're going in for Tony this week. It's just
he's not going to Saudi. Somebody's going in for him.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Talking of that, like, Nketiah's gone now, looking likely. You got your, I don't get Arsenal in it. You got your money, the same money that Marseille put up. Maybe it's different form of package potentially. I don't know, but it looks like he's gone. I wonder if Arsenal are going to make a move for a forward Deo. Of some sort, if frees up a space. I mean, you got a decent relation. It could be Tony.
I don't know if it's a striker that we need. I think maybe a winger, and I'll say why, and I'll tell you why.
Which one?
I'll tell you why. I think we need a left winger, and let me explain why. For me, Leandro Trossard and Martinelli are two impact players right now different types because of Martinelli's drop in form from 2 seasons ago. He's to me he's a impact player right now with what he's able to do right now, and so is Leandro Trossard, because throughout last season, every time Trossard played a full game, he kind of pitted out towards the end of the game, tired out. You just could not see him being, but every time he came in, he made a super impact. Like he came in, he made an impact. So for me, I would rather shore up that left wing solidly, right? I don't mind having Martinelli as my third left winger and Trossard as my second left winger. I don't mind having that.
You don't think Martinelli would move over to the right back up side?
No. So that's what I'm saying. We've also used him on the right a few times.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
We've seen that.
He's going to learn Chinese very soon.
Hold on. So here's what I'm saying. Let me just hold on now, Jimmy. You don't know Martinelli's game. Martinelli is actually a striker, not a winger. We used him. We bought him as a striker. Listen, we bought him as a striker. You can say whatever you want. You bought Michael Mudryk. You bought Ukrainian Usain Bolt.
And his name is Michael Martinelli.
Martinelli's ass. Be quiet. Let me finish what I'm saying. They asked me about my team.
Watch this.
They asked about my team.
Bring up their GNA from last year, the two of them.
Let me finish speaking.
Well, the only GNA I know is the GNA TV.
So here's the thing, Kaz, to answer your question, I think it should be on the left wing, and I think that for me will shore up the attack. And I also think it should be a player who can play across the front three on the left wing, because
who do you think it is?
But who's been linked really?
I think it's Adaringa that you don't get personally. That's the guy
there was a Kavaski. What's his? How do you pronounce him?
You're not getting
him.
You're not getting him. Conte put a veto on that motherfucker, bro. When Conte saw that assist for Napoli yesterday, he was like, no chance.
Listen. You asked the question. You said who's getting linked. I said there was news to it. I don't know I don't know how far that link has gone or what has happened in the hours after. I'm just reporting.
Let's be realistic.
No. I'm just reporting. Listen,
good one. That's a good one.
Hold on. To be realistic is for me to say what I have read and say this is what I've read. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I have not said it's going to happen. Big difference.
Right. But Dio, let me tell you, he's over 100 million, right? You gonna spend that?
I hear you. Hey, look. Right now, I can say to you categorically, we're selling Eddie Nketiah, Emil Smith, we're getting rid of Tavares, getting rid of Lokonga, getting rid of Charlie Patino, all the players that we've gotten rid of, right? Hold on. I'm saying all that money that we don't remember, they're academy players, so it's full profit, right? We brought in Calafiori, we brought in Marino. Hold on,
we've literally broken. You already said your manager already came out and said there's no big signings happening.
I hear you, but what you asked me.
Sure.
And I'm saying, if I had to look at the finances, I can tell you that based on our academy players that have gone, we've broken even with the players we bought. So we can afford to spend it. Are we going to spend it? I don't know. But can we afford it? Yes, we can. That's what I'm driving at. So that's the answer.
Okay, I'm not saying that you can afford it. Okay. I'm saying, is it realistic at this point of the window?
It is not realistic for me.
Okay, I reckon that you answered the question. I appreciate answering the question.
No, it's not realistic for me.
That being said, you're selling Nketiah, right?
Yeah.
So in the end, you're gonna make one more signing in hope, right?
Yeah.
The way you guys take time.
Yeah, we need to. We need to
in hope, right?
Well,
yeah.
I reckon they get Sterling.
That being said, who?
Let me just say this. Hold on. Let me just say
right.
Let me just say this.
I thought Adaringa because
we can specify all we want. I just wanted to highlight something you said, Joey. 2 seasons in a row, back to back, Arsenal has done something where they're slow with the transfers, but on the last day of transfers, for example, the Thomas Partey one a few years ago, they triggered his release clause. Tomiyasu again the season before last, they triggered his release clause on the last day. That is something that we have come to see synonymous with Edu and Arteta that they do. So maybe they have something lined up, because whatever it is, whoever they're getting has to be a profile that suits our front line, because we've been able to show up the midfield at least a little bit and show up the defense. So if we get somebody in the front line, that's it. If you want to go trigger Nico Williams' release clause, which is not a lot. Yeah, which is not a lot. It is no. Here, I'm not saying it's happening. The difference is this: a release clause, the club might accept. Right? It's for Nico Williams to accept the package with Arsenal. If they can convince the player and he says yes, triggering the release clause is not a problem, because we can afford to do it based on what we've done business-wise so far. We can still spend money. We've broken even. Most of the people we've gotten rid of are academy players, homegrown players. So it's full profit. People we brought them in at good prices. Marino and Calafiori, both of them together are less than 70. Eddie 30 and Emil Smith Rowe 35. That's 65. Plus Lokonga and the other guys who so my point is
you can't say 30 because half part of that's add-on.
I know I'm just saying I'm saying the whole I'm just
right, but look, I'm just telling you like specific. We still have to have a concept, right? Like we're at the end of the window and you're looking at release clauses. There's
he wants to say you know he wants to say I know he wants to say release clauses, the last name to really put there. You just say Eze in it. You know you want to say it.
That release clause is expired.
It's expired.
Yes, expired. His release clause is expired. Yeah.
Okay,
All I'm saying is
he on 120k a week at Crystal Palace as well.
Look, all I'm saying is, listen. All I'm saying, Musa, guys, is very simple. For me, Arsenal can't afford to spend money. Will they spend it? Is the question. Are they going to go to? Are they going to go for a player who they can do the release clause and bring the player in? If they do that, well done on them. But right now, at least we still have a team that is able to compete. That's the most important thing.
No, absolutely. Dio, I'm going to give you a couple names to think about, okay? Coleman from Bayern. He's being offered across Europe, okay?
Yeah.
All right. I'm giving you names, all right? Cunha is a good name. I didn't think of that. I do think the Ederinga signing.
Adingra ain't going nowhere.
He's the backup at Brighton, okay? If they offer him the first team, the first team minutes.
Brighton, you gotta pay big food for Brighton players. Chill.
Hey, like I said, these are. I think Cunha would be a good fit too, but that's just a different person. Cunha. I think Cunha would be a good fit.
He's cheap.
Sterling is the most obvious one. I don't know why you wouldn't try to go for Sancho personally, but that might be like
yeah, 50
why
million.
Why does he play? I don't understand. Like he's saying, why wouldn't Arsenal game? It's like why isn't
you know why Arsenal don't want Sancho? Because try ask Sancho to do the hard work of Trossard and Martin Garrett. You're not getting it.
Listen,
you're not getting it. He's going to be gassed out by the 30th minute.
I think it's more of a personality thing for.
I don't think it's not that. It's also look. See, another problem is this. I think everybody just tries to talk through the lens of banter a lot of times. Or Arteta can't handle the player. All of that is not a real reason. A real reason is your team who is literally competing against Man City, and last season you lost by 2 points because you lost one game that you could have won, a game where you played better and you could have won. What the kind of profile of players that you need this season are players that can just get you over the line and get the job done. They may not be the biggest name players, they may not be the largest names, they may not be the most expensive, but they are very effective in what they do. A good example, a good example is a Leandro Trossard. He was our second pick for the left wing. And when he came in, when he's called to do a job, he gets the job done. These are the kind of players. No, but my point
is that he's not starting.
What I'm saying is Sterling is not the player that can come in and change the game when we're not able to score for us right now. Maybe a few seasons ago, Sterling was that guy, but he's not the guy. And if you're trying to beat Man City, you want to find profile players.
You can't say not the guy. Jorginho Havertz. There you go.
I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. Last season, we could do this Captain Save a whole formula. Last season was okay to try that. This season, you can't give yourself a reason to try to save a player when you were 2 points away from actually winning the league last season. All you need to do this season is find the right profile players who are available. Availability is the best ability. Who are available, can get their own job done. When you say, look, after we score a goal, I need you to defend. I need you to win your first ball, win the second ball, win your duels. Do not let anybody through. Get the job done. Get your 3 points. Move on. So it may not be the biggest names that may come in, but I think for a striker, it has to be somebody who's a game changer that can play across the front three. If we find someone, like, look, everybody's asking me, like, who? I've said this before. I know people think it sounds crazy, and I know it's not going to happen.
Don't say Nico Williams.
No. I didn't say it. Let me tell you who my first choice was. And when I said it, people are like, oh, you're crazy. I said, with the business we've done, we can still afford to spend 100, like we spent 70-something million right now. We can afford to spend at least another 150, 220 this window, right? Let's say we can spend 220 this window. Most clubs are spending 200, 220. Averagely right around that. If we spent about 70 or 80, maybe 90, okay, plus Raya, 90 million, which means we can still spend 110 million right now, or 120 million.
You think Gyökeres, isn't it?
No, I will go to Alexander Isak and give Newcastle anything they ask. I say here it is. Give me that. Give me Isak.
Nah, I
That's
get
that's
you,
the
but-
Not this
dream. That's
part
the,
of
I
it.
think
No,
that's the dream.
I'm saying. If you ask me,
part of the window, bro.
hear me out. You ask
Less
me
than
who.
left,
Listen,
bro.
you ask. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen again. I hope you listen to what I say before I say it. I said it's not going to happen.
I know,
you
but
want to talk-
Dial,
you want to
here's the
talk
other thing
banter.
too. Your
I said-
numbers, the numbers on what you said, it also I don't think you're including
Wishing
everything
on a
that
dream.
entails.
I'm
Like,
rounding. Joey, I'm rounding.
What it
Joey, we're not accountants here, and we're not breaking down the numbers. I'm just rounding numbers up. Okay, so
I
let's
can
say
break them down pretty well.
I don't know.
Wish I
No. If you
rainbows
want to break it down, I'm looking at the numbers.
that
I can give you. Say, okay, if we say Calafiori, 35 million pounds, right?
I
35
wish
million
I
pounds.
know the
You say
people.
Marino is about 30 million pounds, right? That's 65 million. 27 million for David
No,
Raya.
no. We'll talk about this later because I actually
Exactly.
want to have you on my channel. Like, I'm gonna have you on my channel. We'll actually
Yeah,
talk about
we can
it.
do that and do the breakdown. But all I'm saying is,
You ain't get Isak, bro.
it's not.
That shit ain't happening.
Nobody said it's happening. Jimmy, use your brain and listen to what I said again. Remove the wax in your ear. I simply said it will never happen. But if I had a choice to go pick a player and it was possible, if it was possible, again, the word possible means it's not happening. And I don't know if you understand that, but understand it now, it's simple English. If it could happen, I would go there, and that's the player that I think will get us over the line.
A quick one. Has Newcastle even made a sign in this window, like any of significance?
Never.
No, but
Not
they're gonna get
significant,
Gay.
no.
They're gonna spend
Oh,
70 million on Gahey here soon.
Oh,
They're gonna
so-
get Gahey and give
So
us
all of a
that
sudden,
bag.
they're going to sell Isak and they're going to get multiple replacements within 4 days.
2 days.
Because they've had PSR issues or whatever. FFP changed it up, innit? So it's like they've had issues like that. So they needed to sell players.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Big up Rolls Royce, man. But yeah, anyways, look, I'm gonna end it there. This should go over to Ahmed's channel because I saw that he's live, or Staffy's channel or something.
Yeah, I'll be
'cause I
on
think
Ahmed's channel.
Are you going on Ahmed's channel? I was gonna read out to Staffy's, but if Staffy might be finishing soon, so I might just give it to Ahmed. Right.
'Cause
But
he
yeah.
started at 3, Staffy.
Yeah. So make sure you like up the video if you haven't done so yet, and also you can check out everyone's channels in their names. It's better this way. People actually subscribe this way. I find, Hooks has said he's been getting more subscribers this way. So you lot can go to their channels and find them. If you like Mike's, obviously big up for him. He came onto the channel for the first time. Good panelist for sure. And then you can see everybody else's. Screenshot it, put it on your YouTube name bar, and it's just go subscribe. Don't be little dickheads, man. Come on, man. But yeah, anyways, we'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. I'm pretty sure there's going to be something in the morning. So yeah, man, in a bit.